I did not, but that's okay. I'm going now. Okay, episode 20 of JJ Let's Play. Since that's the official title, I don't know if I've ever actually mentioned that in an episode. uh, but we've got a little friend here in our aqueduct system. This is our world recap video. We're going to take you through everything. There's a baby zombie here.
Just keep going.
I can't. It wouldn't let me through. All right. Okay. We're going to take you through everything we've been working on. So, everything that's gone on since episode 10 when we gave you our last world recap. We're going to take you through some potential plans for the future and everything. Man, there are a lot of zombies around.
Oh, he's after you.
I believe it. Oh, is he going to get in the boat with me? No. Another one. Do you want to talk about the actual... Oh, get out of my way, bro. Alright. Where are we? Where are we? What are we doing right now?
Oh, we're in the village. We're in an aqueduct. Our boat race aqueduct. So a lot of these aqueducts, as you can see in the bottom there, where the acacia trapdoors are, they actually carry items from our farms to our storage system, which is actually like right below. Get out of my way.
We're stacked. What Johnny was talking about is these glass. Here, you can see right here the glass running beneath us.
So this is actually our storage system on our left, and you'll see it when we hop out here. And so those aqueducts actually carry the items from the farms that we have, like our creeper farm on the right here, and it carries it all the way to our storage on the left.
Hey.
So these aqueducts are not only functional in the way that we can race on them, but they also serve a purpose in that we carry our items from one place to the other.
It was a way to disguise random water streams just running across our entire world. So that's the first update. That's the one that we've been that we worked on, and we've got a couple other things here to cover in the village right after. Well, I guess this is the village from above at nighttime. This is an unexpected treat to see everything in the village, what it looks like at night. The cool thing is that when we wrap up this village, since the time that we started this village, the spawn level for monsters was much higher. And it's no longer that way. So we'll be able to actually dim this village way down and make it a little bit more moody at night rather than so bright. And we've already gone over our creeper farm, which Johnny pointed out while we were racing. This next portion that we're going to actually talk about is in my house. It's in the basement. It was a library that we've put together to house our librarians. So early on we wanted to have functional aesthetic rooms to disguise our functional rooms. Ooh, episode 20. It's coming soon. These are the maps of how our world looked in the past. So this was the beginning on episode 1. This is episode 10. And then episode 20 is today, so we'll put that in at the end. This is the book room for the village. For the entire village. It's one of our favorite rooms on the server because it's got like a nice little attic and books on stands. It's like a real homey environment. That's what I call it.
Organized chaos.
Yeah.
Look at it.
But the best part is in a secret entrance. Oh, did
I
you
wasn't
miss
even
it?
ready for it.
Oh, oops.
Wait, don't look. Don't.
Don't look.
Whoa, look at this complete floor.
Yeah, the best part is a secret entrance. And these are villagers waiting for books so that they can become books that we still need to find, like Protection 4 and Feather Falling 4, so on and so forth. This is what we like to call the catacombs. So it's a design that I came up with of a barrel vault. This is one of a few rooms that we have with the same design that hold villagers that are here working away, just providing us with our necessities, things that we
And a
use quite often.
nice clock on the wall,
To
just
tell
to
you what
tell
time
you
of
what
day
time
it
it
is.
is.
Well,
Because you're down with no one does.
we wouldn't want to be inhumane.
Let them sleep.
Yeah. I also just got annoyed of why they wouldn't be trading with me. Um,
Building now, above our farms down below, we have a nice wolf farm storage. So we'll take a look at the wolf farm later, but right here is where it all comes and feeds into. So again, it comes through one of the aqueducts that we went over back when he was fighting the zombie. Um, and then it comes up in here and it gets sorted out into all the different colors. We have this lovely little outhouse over here that I added with some secrets inside.
with the half
Drop
moon.
down.
Oh,
Cool little dropout. Sort of reminds me of some sort of like secret hideout. It's just a normal little outhouse that you just drop down into. And down here we have a bunch of villagers with shulker boxes I'm trying to make full of random stuff. But yeah, so over here on the left we trade iron with the smiths. Over here I get my redstone and then food on the left over here. So it's just a bunch of random ones, but I use them a lot.
oh, again, everyday
Yeah, same.
items that we use quite often.
Yeah, same catacomb sort of barrel vault, I think is what you called it.
That is what it's
Same design.
called.
It always reminds me of just like wine cellars.
Yep, which is what I went for. So I guess it worked.
One at a time.
Yeah. Well, right?
Uh,
You're just gonna have to open it for me. Such a cool
Perfect.
design. Another secret entrance here. If we come in here, we have a stone hoe that's required. I guess if you just want to stand in front of the door,
Yeah.
because it is timed. So you hoe there, and you come in, door closes behind you, and then you can actually just dump the hoe right there, and it'll take it back to the front door. Just so cool. Then this tight little room here is where all of our sheep are, so they get automatically sheared. I guess I haven't checked this in a long time. Oh, the shears are doing okay. So
Yeah. I also thought that.
anyways, they're all color coded. You could, because as soon as they eat the grass, they immediately get sheared again, so you never really know what color they are. There goes a yellow one. It's not perfect, but as you can see, like from the previous clip when we were in the storage, it's really not necessary to be perfect because we have so much wool. Very simple pickup system that then just gets deposited and spit out into... Oh, where can you see it? Maybe you can't see it anymore. I guess you can't see it anymore. It does
Can't
get
see where it
spit out
goes, but
into the
the dropper's
aqueduct
there.
below it. Yeah. Well, it's just like a precursor of what's to come. A little red herring there.
Yeah.
What we're gonna look at here.
So right here is just a simple design, and I'll expand it more along that other side, and then also vertically. I don't think that we have anything new up there.
Nothing new up there.
So we'll just stay down here. Although we do have to fly out to our frog light farm.
Wait.
There's
I
a
don't know where it is.
portal here. This is to catch all, as you can see, magma cubes that spawn over here. And I have in the middle just an iron golem, so they aggro onto him. And up here is just an AFK spot for me. And then they come through this portal. We hop through real quick before getting hit. There's trapdoors above you. Don't die.
Oh, and then I gotta fly out of here.
Well, you just undo the trapdoor
Oh, duh, Josh.
when you're up. There you go. This is still a crude design. I want to make it look sort of like a frog that's just sitting on the water. But right now, all the frogs are in there. Don't get out. And yeah, the small magma cubes get spit out into here and then they get eaten. So when they're big, they start drowning and then they break and then only the small ones can come through. And that's why this works.
Holy cow.
Yeah, it's also a giant drowned farm. I've gotten quite a few tridents from it
That's crazy.
and shells.
Yeah.
So just like, oh look, there's one, and then I hop down, kill them. Well, just because I know those stuff we sort of decimate biomes, so I sort of want one that's far away. And then here we have our Enderman. Just keep them falling. Pretty fast. We just have a big circle above.
It is so fast.
Does not look too pretty, but it's super fast.
Yeah. And
Maybe one day we'll pretty it up.
that was episode 13 where we built this. So if you want a full rundown of that project, go to episode 13, rewatch that. It's really cool how it works. And then we just have that enchanting table there to repair tools or to enchant tools. That was before we had the villagers. Now
Just a never-ending waterfall.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Built in.
There we go. I'll do that. So if we follow this, this sort of shows a nice shulker farm. I don't want to get too close because I don't want him to fire at me. So a minecart picks one up, takes it down to the bottom. It sees inside that soul sand at the bottom, there's just a snowman. So it tries to shoot at it, hits itself, and then it multiplies. So then we have this whole thing. At the top, there's storage. That's why you see a bunch of them. And then on the left, there's the minecarts. And there's 24 there. So if it TPs there, it starts taking cramming damage and then dies. And that's what this hopper line is for.
Nice.
I did this on a live stream, so that's why I gave it a quick rundown on how it works.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Down, down, down.
Oops. Oh, I almost murdered this guy.
Wow. Yeah, that was a close one. That's a deep hole there.
That would have been deadly. Yeah, down, down, down we go. That's where we came from.
So here's another portal we went in.
Creeper, creeper,
There's
creeper.
a creeper behind you, so we go.
Wait, why am I stuck? What? Alright.
Okay, along the path.
We've gone over this path recently, so there's gonna be a lot that you guys recognize if you're normal viewers. And for those of you that might be seeing your first episode, this was episode 19. So literally the episode that we just posted, just in quotation marks, posted 2 months ago.
So just a quick path around the pond here. Not very horse friendly. To the benches.
Yeah, this is all great. This is if you really want to see a good breakdown of this, you can go watch Johnny's video. He explains all of this in
Episode
depth.
19.
Yeah. So this is a custom pond that he built, and there's tropical fish in it, all that.
Little coral.
Um, this is a little hut along the path. There will be a couple of these throughout as we sort of keep going along, and I've got extra time in an episode. I'll keep posting them, building them up.
Little bridge, some ponds around. And our first sort of big guy here. Obviously not finished yet, but we've started. So in some episode coming up, we'll design the house and the windmill here, and then finish up the landscaping as well. But this is a good start, at least. And then, wow, he
These
really
horses
likes you.
really like me, and now I've got both of your leads. So
Nice.
this other
Are you
horse is
holding like a?
following me.
Oh, you're holding carrot.
Oh,
That's why. And then if we continue along this path, our next big sort of milestone is yours. If you want to explain that when we get to it.
yeah. These are snow-capped mountains, but because of global warming, I'm sorry, climate change. Gotta get with the times. It no longer snows up here, so any grass that you see has been an edit. But here we come into a custom birch forest, which was also the last episode that you can watch on my channel. And it's really cool. These are all custom trees that I got from someone else, so I didn't design them myself, although did make some adjustments because I liked birch trees or birch leaves rather than oak leaves, which is what they had used. And I've added in lanterns and bulked up some of the trunks. Uh, and then all of the ground treatment was from me as well. What I wanted was a complete canopy. So that's what you call it when a bunch of tops of trees grow together. It's the canopy of the forest. I wanted it to cover the sky so that when you're in the forest, it actually feels like you're going through a forest. So all the trees are oversized. I've got some of the smaller trees still in there in the back, just to sort of fill in. But then all of this path is custom as well to create a more immersive feeling as we're traveling via horseback. Which leads us to this bridge, which we built in these last 10 episodes to get us across the path, up through the rocky portion, and down into yet another wheat field, which Johnny was the mastermind behind.
Yeah, so we have two wheat fields. One that we already looked at is going to be more of a windmill, and this one is more focused around a water wheel. So right here, top off real quick. You can tie him up. Uh, we have a little river that runs through, and it runs all the way from that waterfall over there. So we have a little pond way over there, and then it leads to another little pond that leads to this little pond that leads to the water wheel and to another little pond. And so that's what's, watering all the plants and then also powering our hay bales down here to make it into grain and then cook it up into bread. So, yeah, a nice little story along the path between two big villages/cities. And I think it turned out pretty well
I think so.
for how we did it.
This was a cool episode to watch as well because we talk a lot about massing of buildings, and how you sort of construct a building overall. So it's cool. The little balcony on top, rooms above, rooms below, and then how those things connect together. Roof
And then
lines.
also sort of
Yada, yada.
talking about how he had little stations. Here we have the bed that he had at the other station, and then also an ender chest. So if we need any of our stuff, here's another little checkpoint along the path that has the essential stuff that we need.
Mm.
Can't hit him with the lead unless I put a lead on him. And then we continue on the path to a new section here that will be improved at some point coming up.
Yeah. Another
We just
episode
have a
between episode 30 will be looking at this area specifically right here.
we just have a simple path going through it right now, which might change. But it leads
Yeah.
us to this massive area, which we call the city. And we'll stop at the first thing on the left here. And this has been in probably the first 10 episodes, but we'll just go over it real quick. Just a little storage system. Some stuff has changed inside, so we'll just highlight the storage room. So we actually have a moss farm hooked up to this, and we'll see that in a minute. And then our on and off switches, which is actually hooked up to the moss farm. So now this is actually running and stuff would flow in, but actually we'll keep it running. We'll see it later while it's running.
So wait,
On
not all of these chests are connected. So if you can like see, maybe Johnny will peek through there too. You can see actually the storage chest behind it, and then all of these storage chests above. Obviously, most of them can't be opened. Well, some of them can't be opened. This is all just for show, so it looks like a giant storage area, but the ones that are really accessible are the ones beneath.
yeah,
Just
and this one's our overflow. So that's the only other one that's different from the rest.
Gotcha. So this is just to help with the aesthetic. Again, we're trying to float this fine line between aesthetics and function. Form and function is technically the debate that people use, but the aesthetics of what it looks like versus what its function is. And you'll see that theme throughout the entire world, as you've already seen it.
Sort of takes us to our next aesthetic looking place.
Yeah.
Park.
We have no fence posts around here. Who designed this place? Oh, that was me.
There's a couple. Right there.
Oh, there you go. I'll go on the other side since this is where I need to be anyways. This is the coolest part about this whole setup. So this is technically the town square, so all the buildings will rise around it, but also doubles as our AFK spot. So when we need to AFK in the city, this is sort of our central location, which will allow us to AFK all of the farms at the same time. And there's a very unique way of getting in that involves a goat horn. Oh. An endermite came out.
That is one drawback of this, I
Yeah.
guess.
All right. So
Endermites sometimes come out.
as you can see, when we blow the horn up top, a skulk sensor actually hears the horn, and then allows us to teleport directly beneath it. Normally, it would dispense an ender pearl for us so that we would already have it. Then we can put it back in the stasis chamber, as most people call it. It allows you to be in an AFK spot. There's chests to like guard our stuff while we're down here. Ender chests again so that we can grab whatever we need or put stuff away. Just in case like the server crashes or for whatever reason we die while we're down here. All of our stuff is safe. And then when we want to leave, you simply walk out these paths that are unfinished. And then you can come up on top back in the AFK spot and get attacked by skeletons because it was nighttime. Along the path, which is a mud farm. So outside it's got the mud bricks on it so that you can, like, it's just a little bit of an indicator to tell you what lies within. There is a mud machine here where you can turn dirt into mud. You can watch the episode on that to figure out how that works. It holds mud below, and then there's a stack of wheat here, but that actually is from a stacked wheat farm below. So I've got these individual rows of wheat beneath that I can just run around on farm the wheat real quick, and then use that to turn mud into packed mud. Real simple there.
Gives you a nice look of under the city.
Yeah, don't. Why is this not
So I still
working?
have to light up over there.
There we go.
Oops.
I busted something down there.
But yeah, it's pretty cool that we have this farm above that automatically makes your mud, and then we have farms down below to turn that mud into mud brick.
Yeah.
Good little functionality there. And you can hear the clicking. Might go turn it off real quick, but Moss Farm's working. Look at it go. And we have these snow blocks at the perfect level that we liked. That you could see all the moss being thrown about. Because if you're at the normal level, it's like right at the level where the glass has like a border, and I didn't like it. So Josh came up with this brilliant idea right in between.
Yeah, and you can stack snow layers up individually, like 1 pixel at a time. So then it allows you to divide a block into micro sections, but you can still stand on top of them. It's a good little hack as long as you can sneak the white into.
I somehow got a block. Look at that.
It all flowed forward.
And again, we use the blocks to sort of style the building. So how we use mud bricks here, we used a lot of moss brick along with the moss blocks. Sort of tell you
Yeah,
what the building's about. That door's supposed to be shut. That's just the redstone.
an
I
episode 20 exclusive.
I built it for this one in particular. If you don't know what this building is, it's Cincinnati Children's Museum. So I'm from Cincinnati, and this building was a big one I always liked. And since we needed a museum, I thought this was the perfect building to put in here. So we have the roads that used to come up right here, an intersection where this fountain is. We actually took them under, and that's actually how in Cincinnati they actually run the roads. Is it actually goes under, not exactly like this, but
Very
close enough.
close. Yep.
And so we have the underpasses, and then we'll have the sidewalks actually come here, which we haven't quite put in yet, and it leads up to this lovely fountain area, which I built to resemble the actual fountain in front of the museum. The way I had it before, it was like a super tiny one, and Josh said, no, extend it. We'll take the roads underneath, which is why we had to take the roads underneath, because I wanted the full fountain, because it definitely looks a lot better than the tiny one I had before.
Yep.
And then nice little paths along these little garden areas. Nice flowers, not too much grass. Didn't want to overdo it. And then we just wanted the focal point to be the building itself. And then we'll head in here. Catches me off guard every time. So along here, there's a mural in the actual museum of like people working. I think it's like the history of Cincinnati. So I sort of resembled that with landscaping and just making it look good, because there was no way I was putting the detail they have in. Oh no.
Yeah, but
There's also a sign here.
oh,
Missing.
even for the blockiness of Minecraft and the pixelation of Minecraft, like if you guys go and Google Union Terminal, which is what the building is called, Union Terminal Cincinnati Museum Center, this specific part of the building is called the Rotunda. It is very similar.
So this is just a random map I pulled off of online. No, just kidding. This is actually our world map. So we're gonna keep this updated. And so here's the village over here where we started. And then it goes along this path, and you can actually follow it, which is super cool. And then through this birch forest, which is sort of hard to follow the path, but you just follow the birch forest itself.
Yep.
And then follow the path, and now we're at the city. So yeah, well, this will be an up-to-date sort of look at our map in general, and as you can see, it's gigantic. So hopefully, when we expand to more areas, it will actually hold those areas in this map,
Yeah.
and then we'll be able to see those paths to the new areas as well, which will be super cool.
So things to come, things to look forward to, um, things that you should
Get excited
yeah,
for.
get excited for, and reasons to continue watching our episodes. Uh, this map is a good precursor to all that. Like, there's plenty of room to explore, as you guys can see. All we've done is move from this village here along our path to this city here, and we still have many, many other biomes to explore, to recreate like we did with the birch forest, and to capitalize on their like unique Minecraft features, but also add our own little twists. So what you can expect between episodes 21 and 30. Do you want to inform the people?
Oh, pull up the list.
Oh, I'm ready, man. I can start it.
Sorry. So number one. Wait, I'm not even scrolled to the right spot. This. Oh wait, yeah, it was. Oh, okay. So we have the city over here. Obviously, you can see there's a bunch of empty spaces. So episodes 20 to 30, we're gonna fill up a lot more of those spaces. Which Josh already has this big one here. He just has to put in the building, which is a big building, so that
It's
might
gonna
take a
take
while.
all 10 episodes at least.
Yeah, and then a bunch of these small ones aren't going to be that hard to build, so those will just be pumped out and then thrown in an episode. So yeah, you'll see the city just continue to grow and become bigger and bigger.
But also, we're gonna add to the character of the city by adding small details along the way. So some of these eyesores that we have currently, like big shulker monsters and torches in the middle of the
On
street.
the map.
Yeah, you can see on the map. They're gonna go away. So we're gonna try and blend everything into like a real city environment, like things are actually happening in the city, and it's not just a bunch of big empty buildings. Uh, we're gonna get a guardian farm going because we need some of those blocks. You've already got it mapped out, huh?
Somewhere.
Can you actually see the temple on the?
Yeah, you can see it in the. Oh, maybe this one. There might be
Oh,
another one.
cool! So you can see it right there on the map.
So yeah, we'll have a path that comes over if it is this one that I think it is. Then we'll have a path that comes over and leads out to here, probably through these icebergs here.
Yeah, that'll be cool. So that'll be
Cross.
really fun bridges to build. We'll probably base those off of a lot of the bridges that we have here in Florida, where I live. Guardian Farm will have a flying course that'll take advantage of the verticality of our world. So if you guys remember when we started this world, it's actually an amplified world, which is why you get some of the crazy mountains that you've seen as we've gone along. So instead of a typical flying course where it's generally like right along the same path, we're going to have a lot of like vertical ups and downs and unique ways to hang hoops. Then we're tired of waiting on Mojang to update the end, so we're just going to do it ourselves. And we're going to dress up the end a little bit.
Yeah, I'm tired of going in there to like repair my tools and just seeing the same old white and black.
Yeah.
So we're gonna dress it up a little, make it look good. That way it's not like a hassle, and we might even spend more time in the end than doing other stuff there.
Right. Building new worlds, adding more story to our world. Speaking of game plan, what's our upload schedule going to be?
We're gonna push. So before we were trying to push for 2 weeks, every 2 weeks, which sort of got a little stressful on some of these bigger projects and ended up missing it. And then when you miss it, it's like, why do it this week? I'll just do it next week. And then that's what our inconsistent schedule is. So we're pushing it back. We're trying every 3 weeks starting today. And we'll just continue to upload every 3 weeks, which gives us enough time in between that even if we have a busy week, the next week we should be free enough to work on our episode.
And it'll probably all come down to me. Like, I'm going to be the one that's going to have to keep up with you. So.
We'll see. School's starting to get a little more crazy, so.
Oh, that's
see how
true.
much homework I
Yeah.
have to be doing. How many projects?
Yep. So having those 3-week windows are going to allow us to better navigate our time, but also we want to have a consistent schedule for you all, so that you can know when to expect an episode, and then mark it on your calendars or hit that notification bell so that you get notified every time we post a new video. That's all for today. I got nothing left. Anything else to say to the people?
Nothing here.